Hi, my name is Neetu. Welcome back to my channel, Understanding Her. This is a safe space that I have created where we can discuss about being the best version of ourselves. So, I am working on self development, and there this is the place where I share the tools that I have used, the strategies that I have already tested, and I'm gonna share with you guys so that you can also benefit from it. So, today we are going to deep dive into the science of productivity. And I have used the hacks and the tools that I am going to share today. I have used them when I used to work full time and when I used to study, as well as when I am working on this podcast. So, this is going to be really interesting. Let's get started. We all want to be productive. We all have to do lists that seem never ending. But let me ask you this, are you really productive or just busy? Because these are not the same things. There's a big difference, and today we are going to talk about it, and I am going to share science based methods that actually work. If you ever struggle with procrastination, distraction, or just being overwhelmed with all that is on your plate, this is the episode for you. Let's get this one thing straight. Being busy is not the same as being productive. Busyness is just doing the things. Whatever is there on your to do list, you just keep doing it. That is busyness. Or maybe if it not is even on your to do list and someone asks you to do, you just do it. That's busyness. You're busy. Productivity is doing the right thing efficiently. So, psychologists define productivity as the effectiveness of effort in achieving a goal. So, there's a goal that you want to achieve when you're working towards a task. And if you're getting closer to your goal, then it means that you're really being productive, not just being busy. Because most of the tasks that we do on a daily basis might not even help you in achieving your goals. So, you're being busy, not productive. So, how do we maximize productivity without getting burnt out? The answer lies in the way our brain works, nothing else. So, the thing is, the prefrontal cortex in our brain is the place where we make our decisions, we do planning, goal settings, and other things. When we are multitasking, we are overloading our prefrontal cortex, and that causes decision fatigue and makes you like it leads you to nowhere. You do all the work, but you're literally nowhere. Then there's a dopamine in. So, how the dopamine works is that whenever you complete a task, you get a dopamine hit, and that is why checking off things off your to-do list makes you feel so good. And there is a way to actually use this to your own benefit. So write down the tasks that are really aligning with your goals and break it down into small steps so that whenever you complete a small task, you are getting a dopamine hit, and in turn you are getting motivated to pick next task and complete it. Zeigarnik effect. So this is a scientific term. This basically means that the un the unfinished task drains you more. So what happens is your brain remembers the uncompleted, unfinished task that were really important and you were supposed to do it. So will remind you maybe at the time when you're about to sleep. Most of the time it happens at the time when we are about to sleep and we're like, we had this task, had to complete it, didn't pick it, and then you sit in guilt there that you couldn't complete it. So to avoid that, what we'll do is we write down the important tasks and focus on them first. So not being busy, being productive. Oh, so these are my favorites. Five productivity killers and their healers. The first one is multitasking. I have been a victim of multitasking because earlier what I used to do is I used to think that I'm so intelligent, so smart that I can do multiple tasks at a time. I used to believe that. But it like focusing on one task at a time really opened my mind to it. Like, no, I cannot do multitasking because when you are really do when you are really multitasking, what you're doing is switching between tasks. You can either pick one task at a time, then you switch the tab, move to another task, and the switching of tasks literally drains all your energy, your mind, your focus. So you are not able to focus at one thing, and the both things suffers. So you're not multitasking. You're just switching between tasks, and that is draining more energy from you. So the healer for this one is time blocking. Block a time on your calendar and focus on that particular task for that particular time. One task at one time, and that's it. It will save a lot of energy, and the to and fro from switching tasks that drains your energy will be saved, and you can use it to make that one task complete effectively and maybe quicker as well. The second one is lack of prioritization, and I think this happens to us all the time because the first way of organizing any day schedule is like you take a piece of paper and write a to-do list, like I have to do this and then that, then third thing, and you just write it down at one piece of paper in not any order. Just write it down and then you tick it off at the end of the time, and at the end of the day. So what it is doing is it's not defining your task, it's not giving a point or a value to your task. It just sits there in the list, and you do pick one by one, maybe as the task is mentioned, you do it. But it's really not efficient. You're picking literally all the tasks and investing all your time in all the tasks. Let me give you a trick, a healer for this. So you can actually prioritize your task using Eisenhower matrix. So what it does is basically when you have written all the tasks in one piece of paper, you have like done a brain dump, whatever is in your mind, it's on your paper now. What you do is take another piece of paper and divide it into four sections. So, and mention, then name the section: urgent, not urgent, important, not important. And now the task that you have written, put them in these sections. So how it works is the task which is urgent and important, it needs to be done immediately. You have to do it as soon as you can. The first task that you're going to pick goes to this section, this block. Then the next one is not urgent but important. So these tasks are really not urgent, these don't require your attention right now. What you can do is open your calendar and schedule the task to a later time, maybe today or maybe in any time of the week, which which is solving the task and not leading it to making it urgent for your future you. So schedule it in such a way. Then the third section is urgent but not important. So these tasks needs to be done right now or immediately, but these don't really need you to do it. These are not as important that require your attention. So these could be tasks like cooking, maybe cleaning your room. So what you can do is you can delegate the task. You can give the task to someone who will do it for you. So you don't have to actually do it to yourself. And then the final one is not urgent, not important. These are really not tasks for you. If you have that in your list, eliminate it. You should not have that in your list anyway, but if you have it, eliminate it. You don't have to pick the task. That's it. Now, the third productivity killer, my favorite one, is distractions. You have that one big distraction, your phone, the notifications. So, I have two solutions for this. The first one is for deep work. When you're doing deep work, and this is something I have done it, when I am in my deep work session, what I do is I put my phone on do not disturb. So no one can actually call me. I will not get any notification, any notification, and I can focus on my task. But I know that for like there are some calls that we might be expecting, or there are some calls from some people which we really don't want to miss. So what you can do is you can put those people on your favorite list, so maybe your family, your boss, your colleague, whoever it is. What it will do is they can like pass through this barrier of D&D, and they can make a call. You will receive a call from an important person, so you will not feel like I might miss a really important call, but also get away from distraction and can focus on your work. So second one is notifications, and this is really important because I have noticed, like with me, what was happening, I was missing a lot of notifications that were really important for me because I had a huge pile of notifications. Like all the apps that I have on my phone are sending notification. Like I don't even want a notification from you. Like food delivery apps, Ubers, ride booking apps, workout apps. Like I don't want a notification from you. When I want to order something, I'll go to the app and order it. When I want to book a ride, I'll go to the app and book it. Instagram, like I don't want a notification from Instagram telling me that this person has posted something, because mm, why? When I'm working on something, when I'm working and when I'm doing work that is really important for me, I don't want to know who posted what. I'll go to the app when I'm free and we'll see who posted what and like it, not like it, whatever it is. So the app should not be controlling you. You should be controlling the app. So here's what we do. Go to the settings, go to notification, then apps, and off turn off all the notifications from the app that you really don't want, and can just visit the app whenever you need it. So you don't need reminders from all the apps all the time. So this will make your life so easier, and you will be able to see the notifications from the apps that you really want to see, like maybe a text that you really want to see but it get missed out between all the notifications that you have, a calendar reminder. Like I will miss it if there are a lot of notification, and what I usually do is I clear off all the notification without even seeing it, and it's overwhelming to read every reminder. It's so bad. So here's a hack what I do. So use it and let me know if it worked for you. Next is overworking and burnout. So as I told you, being busy is not being productive. And another secret is, no matter how many hours you work, it doesn't mean that you worked hard or you worked better. Number of number of hours are not defining the quality of work you do. Like the healer is taking breaks between your work session. That's it. Like take the right amount of break, maybe do some breathing exercises if required, meditation for 5 minutes, and okay, good to go. Start your work again with a fresh mind, and it will give you fresh perspective as well on the topic, on the problem that you're solving. So take a break. The last one is lack of sleep and poor health. So I know, like, we always neglect sleep and health when it comes to productivity. We feel like if we are skipping lunch, we are being productive, when you are actually not, because your tummy, your stomach will keep you asking for food while you work on the task that you're working on, and it will keep you distracting. Then the lack of sleep. If you skip your sleep to work on something, it doesn't mean that you worked hard. Because if the task can be done next day, do it next day. Don't don't kill your sleep. Don't kill your health because it's really bad. I know, I understand. Like maybe there are a few days when we have to submit a project or an assignment and we have to kind of like trade off with our sleep, but that's okay. A few days is okay, but it should not be a habit to keep your sleep and health secondary. Like, those are your priority. Those are the things you are actually working for. You will literally feel exhausted all the time. You will not be able to focus, and bad health and bad sleep schedule really like robbing you of productivity. So start being healthy. It helps you to be productive. Now I'm going to share the productivity hacks. The first one is Pomodoro technique. I know you have heard about it a lot of times and it's great. So what you can do is you can search on Google the Pomodoro technique and you'll get a timer on Google as well. Or if you want to keep a track of it, there are so many apps that actually keep a track of the past data of your working hours. So you can download a Pomodoro app or you can use it on Google, or here's my favorite app, which is Toggle. So on this app, this is like the best app for productivity, I can say, because what you can do is you can sync your calendar with it, and when you are on, like when you're working on your deep work session, you can like play the timer and the timer will record how long you worked, and like this was your calendar block time and this is how much you have worked actually. And also what you can do in this one is you can go to Pomodoro app as well, and it will give you 5-minute breaks. And then actually how the Pomodoro technique works is you take 4 sessions of 25 minutes of working. So you work for 25 minutes, take 5-minute break, 25 minutes work, 5-minute break, and you do this like 4 times. And then when the 4 times is completed, you take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. That's it. But here's how you make it really interesting. What you can do is in those 5-minute breaks, which might feel like not even a break if you're doing actually nothing and just sitting on a chair and acting like, oh my god, this is my 5-minute break, what do I do? Nothing can be done. No, you can do a lot in 5 minutes. You can search on Google for short 5-minute break ideas, and here's what the first one is: deep breath exercises. You can do 5-minute deep breath exercises. You can do meditation for 5 minutes. You can take a 5-minute nap. So it's really powerful if you're feeling sleepy or maybe during the afternoon. And then you can drink water, electrolytes if you have planned it in your schedule. You can go for a walk. You can talk to someone. You can even listen to the songs, 1 or 2 songs that will boost your mood. So be more creative with your 5-minute breaks, and you will feel like those 5 minutes break have boosted your productivity, because you will go to your work with a fresh mind when instead of when you are just sitting on a chair and taking a 5-minute break. The next hack is 2-minute rule. So it basically means that you, if there's a task on your list or on your mind that says that takes only 2 minutes to complete it right now, right now. Don't put it on a list. Otherwise, putting it on a list is going to take a few seconds, and then you'll think about it, when I'll do it, when I won't do it. Do it right now and complete it. You don't even have to write it on the list. Next, third productivity hack is time blocking. It's really helpful when you schedule your tasks on calendar. So here's what I do. I write down all the all the weekly tasks, even the even if I have planned going out, I am that nerdy that I actually put my sleep schedule as well on the calendar. Well, I mean, it makes me feel like, oh my god, I slept for 8 hours. So you can do that as well. It's really helpful. And then when you schedule it on your calendar, follow it. The fourth productivity hack is 80-20 rule, which is Pareto principle. It's nothing but focusing on the 20% of actions that can make 80% of results. So basically this is being used everywhere in marketing, and in like a lot of companies do it in auditing, in quality analysis. Like, it's being used everywhere. So when I used to work, I used to use it to find out what are the 20% of problems that are really impacting the 80% of the results. Look at your task list and see what are the 20% of the tasks, if I complete, will give me 80% of the results. Maybe those are the tasks you need to prioritize. Last, not the least, habit stacking. So here's what happens with habit stacking. It is not same as multitasking. Let me clear this. So habit stacking is you complete one task, and just after you complete this task, you follow through with another. So uh, if you're starting a new habit, it really helps with that. So if a new habit is journaling, you can do it right just after brushing. So it makes you remember the new habit, and also makes you easy to follow through. Like, you don't have to think a lot about the task that you need to do next. Since we have covered science of productivity and hacks, here's a challenge for you for this week. Write down all the tasks that you need to complete this week. Use the Eisenhower matrix, divide it into like 4 sections. Which task you need to focus on immediately, which need to be scheduled, which needs to be delegated, and which needs to be eliminated. So once that is done, list down what is really the distraction for you. Maybe it is a notification uh, from Instagram. Like, whenever you see Instagram notification, you go to your phone and you start scrolling. That's a distraction, clear distraction. Write down that distraction and try to avoid it. And last, review review on daily basis what worked for you and what didn't, and what are the changes you can make. Maybe go back to this video and see, like, look at all the productivity healers and see which productivity hack might work well for you, because it will be different for everyone. If prioritization is really a challenge for you, use the metrics to prioritize tasks. If distraction is a challenge for you, turn off all the notifications first before you even prioritize. So see what works for you according to what is what you're struggling with. That's a wrap on this episode. I hope you're walking away with something that will really help you in improving your productivity. Let me know in comments what is one hack that you tried, or what was your productivity killer that you didn't realize it was. Let me know in the comments. Let the conversation going, and let me, if you are using some another productivity hack, share it with others in the comment section so that they can benefit from it. So if you found a value in today's episode, don't forget to like it, subscribe it, and share it with a friend who really needs a productivity boost. Until next time, stay focused, stay consistent, keep leveling up. You've got this. Bye bye.